Hey everyone, this is Reaper from Mystics Alliance family, and just wanted to go over some crafting information. Some things that probably a lot of you guys already know, but something that new players, could probably benefit from the knowledge of. When it comes to your crafting, first thing you're gonna want to do is try to get one of your craft buildings all the way up to 20. Once you get one of them up to 20, you can work your other ones up. Some easy ways to do your crafting is once you get one of your buildings up to level 20, you'll have all your stuff unlocked once you research it and get everything prepped. With this, there's a key way that I run it. It may not be the best way, but it's shown pretty good for me. If you guys have input on that, feel free to let me know as well. Of course, everybody's always learned about this game. I'm always doing research and checking other things out as well. But one of the things that I do is if you're looking at your items, you've got items that take food and items that take your steel to craft. Most of your potions are going to be your food, your ham, and then most of your battle, attacks or defense or specials are going to be your steel or your iron. One of the things that I do is say I'm wanting to make some blazing orbs. Okay, I don't have any right now. Okay, I'm gonna look at them and go, okay, I've got the phoenix feathers here, sitting over 300 of them. Dragon scale sitting over 200, so I'm sitting really good on those two items. But my hardened wood, I'm only sitting at 12, and it takes 2 to craft each one. So I'm only gonna be able to make 6 right now. And if I want to prep for like next month's event or something like that, I really need to get probably over 50 of these to be able to really put a dent into the event. So I need to start working on getting my hardened wood storage up. And the way I do that is I have to farm the map, and I have to start off with region 5, okay? Because this item does not appear in the first 4 regions, so you're not going to get it in region 1 through 4. So I need to start off at least 5, okay? Now, the increased chance for this item is in region 18. Okay, so if I farm 18, I've got better chance, and that item is going to drop more frequently in that region. So I want to make sure that I'm farming region 18. Now, this is my biggest, crafting right now. Okay, so I've got level 20, a little level 8, and a little level 6 right now. So my 20 is my big dog. So that's what, when I go into that, I pretty much go straight to the bottom. Miracle Scrolls, I don't personally use them very often. Mystic Gems, they're more so a Titan item. Time Stops, it's hit or miss. Sometimes I use them in events, sometimes I use them in Titans, but I don't, those top 3 or those last 3 on the list, I don't use a whole lot of personally. I use more of your heroic mana potions, your blazing orbs, heroic scrolls, stuff like that. So I want to fill my big boy craft in with big boy items. Okay, from there I can go down to my craft here, my level 8, because it's the next biggest one I have, and again go to the bottom. And meteor attacks. Meteor attacks are another good item to have. Okay. Now, I don't want to double stack something though. Okay, when I mean double stack means I'm already looking for hardened wood for the blazing orbs. This is another item that takes hardened wood. So I don't want to rob myself and trying to double up that much on hardened wood at one shot. Okay, so I'm not going to craft the meteor attack right now. Okay, these shields right here, the shield scrolls, I'm sitting pretty good on those with 81 right now. I normally keep it around about 100 for events and stuff. I even use them on Titan attacks. Sometimes when I'm dealing with a 10 or 11 star Titan, my heroes, even some of my maxed out heroes, still can get hit 1-2 times and be dead. So this here will let them stay in for 3, maybe 4 hits, where I can heal them, or I've got a hero on the team that can get them boosted up a little bit. But I'm sitting pretty good on those. Attack scrolls or courage scrolls, another item that I do use a frequent amount of. So this here, I've got the gold orbs. I only have 2 of them right now. Now region 14 is where I can get the best drop for these items. So I got region 14 I can work, and region 18 I can work. So I can divide between the 2 of those and balance out my flag usage, because it's for me it's pretty simple math. Instead of me having to wait 30 minutes for my flags to regenerate up some more, to where I can do another level, I tend to go into the game, I go through my levels, I use all my flags, and I go back to real life, or I've got leader chats or group messages that I'm dealing with in between my battles and stuff. So I don't always get to just stay on the game for hours at a time. I know it may seem that way sometimes, because I know I'm probably one of the more active players in the game, but I'm in and out constantly. So I'm looking at some courage scrolls, and I'm looking at some blazing orbs to get crafting. Okay, now I go down to my little one. Yeah, I can do courage scrolls here also. Greater mana or greater health. It uses berries, the same as the courage scrolls that I'm looking at doing. So again, I don't want to rob myself. I don't want to set myself up to where I'm having to farm for an item for 2 different things I'm crafting at the same time. So what I can do is the arrows right here. Iron ore I'm not sitting real good on, okay, but I do sit on 25 of those. The ropes, I only have 1, so I definitely gotta hunt and search and farm for those. Now this shows up in all regions, but it starts showing up more frequently in regions 7 and 14. So I've got a better chance of 7 and 14. Now I'm already going to be looking at farming region 14 so I can get my courage scrolls going. So this basically tells me that I've only got 2 levels that I really need to focus on for probably the next 3 to 7 days. Okay, probably spend about half a week to a week farming those 2 levels. I know it sounds kind of redundant to just do the same levels over and over and over again, but that's part of the farming aspect of the game. That's how you really build up your inventory and get things established to make the expanding through the regions easier, or getting into events and getting high scores in events. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on for probably the next week, is region 14 and region 18. Now, one of the things that you want to look at though is going to be, I'm looking at blazing orbs, 70,000 iron to do 1 orb. Okay, so if I want to get 10 orbs going, I'm looking at 700,000 iron. That's probably, at my production rate, probably a full day's worth of iron going straight into just blazing orbs. Okay, so if I do this for a week with just the blazing orbs, I might be able to make about 70 of them. That's a lot on the iron side. So I probably won't shoot for 70. I'll probably be shooting closer to like the 50 range. That's going to be roughly about, what is that? 70,000 iron. Or I'm sorry, 7 million iron, something like that. It's probably going to be about 50,000 or 50 million iron. I have to double check my math. I'm kind of retarded right now this morning. I got a million things going through my head with the kids and Christmas and everything. But it's gonna be a lot of iron that I've got to collect for the next 7 days. Along with that, I'm also looking at my courage scrolls. Those take 6,000 iron, so that's not gonna be too bad. I've already sitting on 47 of those. I'd like to get up to about 100, so I'm looking at about another 50 of these I need to craft. And then arrows, I need to get up to about another 100 of those. So there's gonna be another 200,000 iron just in the arrows that I need to craft. So my focus point right now is going to be dumping pretty much all my iron into my crafting for the next 7 days. It's going to give me a huge jump, and I'm really going to get ahead of the game as far as my items in that aspect. I prefer not to dump everything in my crafting into iron. I try to split it up. Either if I'm going to be going like, I could go with a big mana potion instead of doing the blazing orb. That would probably be a better step for me. So instead of farming 18, I could farm 20 and get my thorns and get to where I'm close to about 50 or 70 of these to kind of really put a dent in for events. So this would probably be the better strategy for me, because then I can load up on my courage scrolls and my arrows and really get a good stock of those. I can get a good stock of these, and then the following week I can look at doing my blazing orbs. And along with doing the blazing orbs, I can pair it up with some food items, so I could get some greater health potions going, and maybe some small manas going. Small manas going, I do use those pretty frequently. When I'm doing like the Christmas event here, I don't need to use my big mana potions in the first half of the challenge, because I've got pretty stout heroes, but I can get the levels cleared out pretty quickly. And if I've got a healer on my team, and my guys get pretty weak, I can load them up and heal them and keep pushing through the challenge. I'm not a person that uses gems to keep from a give up. If I get beat, I get beat. Gems are too valuable in this game for me to use them to continue a level. If I go into a level and it just doesn't go good and my heroes are getting shot down left and right, then I reevaluate items to bring in or what heroes I'm bringing to really kind of get a better feel for that level. This Santa Claus event that we just did, that last level took me about 5 times trying it. It was finally that 5th time that I brought the right items in, and one of which was Miracle Scrolls. I needed those Miracle Scrolls to bring my guys back in, and that was way cheaper for me to do that than for me to spend 75 gems and bring my guys back to life. So there's a lot of different aspects as far as your crafting items go to really kind of get you stouted up, and don't be afraid to use them. I mean, I've got, if I look at my inventory, I've got pretty heavy amount of a lot of items. Probably not as many as some, but I try to farm and use those items to craft, and I do use items on events and stuff. Sometimes it works in my benefit, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I've got the right heroes and the right items, sometimes I've got the right items, I just don't have the right heroes for that team or for that event. Everybody's got different setups. But your crafting is definitely going to be a helpful thing to do. Get that loaded up. Plus, if a lot of these are going to take food to research, and if you're sitting heavy on food all the time, building this up is going to use that food. Keep you from having to be maxed out on food all the time. So That's just kind of a rundown on some things here as far as what to expect with the crafting, some strategy that I use, some information that hopefully will be helpful to you guys. One of the things I do check all the time is when you're dealing with the quests. I always try to complete all my quests because most of the time the drop rates in there are pretty good. You get battle items, you get crafting items. I've gotten a few ascension items through doing this stuff. Make sure your challenge events are all completed, or at least as far as you can get with them. And when they have the crafting items come in, those are always good events that I jump on, even if they're just small mana or heal potions. If you're using 4 flags to get 3 mana potions, it's better than using 12 flags to get the items to create those 3 mana potions. It's just a strategy that over time you'll get a little bit more familiar with, a little bit more used to having the habit of. I know when I very first started playing this style game, as soon as I logged in, I ran straight to the map and just hit whatever level I could to use up my flags, instead of taking 30 seconds to just look over at my crafting. I mean, see what items I'm out of, or see what items I'm low on, and just focus on that point. Because that can make a huge difference as far as your strategy and your ability to push forward in events and get higher Titan scores. Beat higher levels. There's a lot of good things you can do with it. So hope that information was helpful to you guys. Get any questions? Feel free to hit me up on line chat. ID is Boydad. That's BOYDADD. Thanks.